Shooting it raw?
Yes. Shooting it raw.
I would say that it's an opportunity to capture a moment of beauty. That's how I would describe it. Yeah, it's a moment in time. It's a memory. It's something beautiful that you see that you want to record somehow and keep to go back to and revisit at another moment in time. That's how I would describe it.
Nice. Excellent. Great. Juliet, how do I say your last name? Ghodsian?
Ghodsian.
Ghodsian. Turkish name, Persian name. Where's it from?
It's Persian. Yeah, it's Persian.
Okay, so welcome to the podcast. Basically, we're going to drive by, go by, partially address or directly address, like if life really is a gift, how do we make every second count?
Awesome.
And it took a while for us to kind of align our schedules and our lives and our times, but I'm super excited to meet you. This is going to be really great.
Same here. I'm excited. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so it's a photo of you looking at the camera. I don't know if somebody's photographing you or if you've done a self-portrait, but it's so very BC. Like, obviously, I know that you're in Vancouver. So very BC. It's you're wearing a winter jacket. Your hair is down. You're wearing your glasses. You're laughing. It's totally coming from the inside. It seems quite honest. The sun is either 11:10 in the morning or 3 or 4 in the afternoon. The light is beautiful. It's fantastic photo. So why start the podcast with this image? What is the meaning of this image?
Oh, well, I mean, I guess when you asked me for photos, I just, selected some that I had taken of me in an environment that's really special to me, which is the forest. And it's a huge part of my life. And I spend a lot of time there. And part of what I'm doing with my Instagram account here with Juliet is creating recreating a connection for people with the natural world and to give them opportunities to be back in connection with that and have a sense of the beauty and the awareness of that. So to me, this photo it's partly in essence that, but it's also capturing a part of me, which is my joy, which I would say is part of what I feel when I'm in that environment.
Did you grow up in BC? Did you grow up outside or?
No, I'm actually from Illinois. I'm American originally. So I grew up in a small city in Illinois called Decatur. Lived there a good portion of my life. I spent some time living abroad in South America in my late teens and early 20s, but I moved to Seattle to go to naturopathic medical school. I was there for 4 years, and then I moved to Vancouver after that. So I've lived in Vancouver about 19 years.
Wow. Okay, so you just put all these things into the air, and I'm like, oh, okay. So you grew up in Illinois, which, if those are your formative years, I could see why going to Seattle and then going to Vancouver would. I mean, everything about the natural world, the habitat, the environment, the ecosystems in BC is huge. It's just big.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So I could see why your connection to that is so conscious, because it's kind of hard to ignore. Once you go there, everything's massive.
Yeah, and it's vastly different from where I grew up.
Yeah. Do you feel that you need to have that contrast to be more present to it?
When you say that, do you mean having lived elsewhere and then coming to a place like this? Is that what you mean? Yeah, absolutely. I think that when you go, for example, so if you grow up landlocked in the prairie, right? I didn't see the ocean until I was 17 years old, right? So your experience of that, and I think your value and appreciation of it is different, okay? because during those formative years of your life, you grew up with a certain ecosystem and environment, which in the prairie is endless sky, flat vista that goes on forever, lots of corn and
Wow.
soybeans, right? It's not mountains. It's not epic forests and things like that. We have beautiful forests in Illinois. They're just different. So I think, the value and appreciation that I have, particularly for the mountains and the ocean. And Vancouver is very unique in that way because we
Yep.
have both. So we're very lucky to be able to have mountains and ocean simultaneously in the same view, right? So yeah, I think it's awesome. I never take it for granted. I love it, and I try to enjoy it as much as I can.
You also dropped a really big bomb. Which isn't a negative thing. In this case, it's a kind of an explosion of ideas. So, med
Yeah.
school? So, is life really a gift? Really? Can you make every second count? That's the whole point of the podcast. So, if you like what you've seen and you're inspired, because that really is my mission, then please give it a like, subscribe, and share.
Shooting it raw?
Yes, shooting it raw.